views and opinions expressed in this program are strictly those of the hosts and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of associated brands or figures. Poof.
Howdy, crewman. It's good to see all of you again. Man, I was ruminating earlier today on past exploits and interactions with folks, and I gotta tell you, one of the creepiest things I've ever had happen to me was the day I met a very, very drunk, manic, wannabe pixie dream girl who looked me dead in the eyes, never met her before, and she says to me, "I saw you in my dream last night."
Captain, I love you, Captain.
This strange fantasy version of the self that people that have either never met you face to face or only heard you speak or heard of you seem to develop. It's a weird, weird thing because they project so many expectations of you, who to be, how to carry yourself, and upon even getting a glimpse at who you really are, they accuse you of being fake and try to hit you with a quote-unquote vibe check.
Welcome to celebrity. It works on different levels. And then they think you just have to be famous on TV or be making a lot of money to experience it. Oh no. You could just be at your high school. You could be in your neighborhood. But one way or another, if people know about you before you know about them, they're gonna invent a whole you before they ever meet the whole you.
I mean, you're a ninja, I'm a pirate.
Yeah.
We both get hit with ain't you supposed to?
Yeah.
I mean, you a pirate, man. Ain't you supposed to be like robbing and stealing and shit?
That is a brutal stereotype.
Excuse me. First of all, you know, some say that pirates steal and we should be feared and hated. It's true. I say we're victims of bad press. It's all exaggerated.
One more motherfucker asked me to do a flip. I don't tap dance for none of you niggas or you crackers. Fuck all y'all.
For real. Listen here. If you ask me, ain't you supposed to be stealing and shit? How do you know I haven't just picked your pocket, asshole? Don't make a demand to see our skills because you might not like the result. But I'm sure if anyone here knows about their magic getting the better of others around them, it might be Chi, who shall always be named. How you doing over there, Homiga?
What are you talking about? Huh?
I'm just saying, you know, we're over here talking about people with stupid expectations that they dream up for you and images of you that they... Isn't it weird when fan fiction is demanded to be written into canon? You know, that's what happened to Star Wars after all. Warcraft
Can
too.
you actually feel bad for George Lucas? You saw what he did to his own property.
Sold that shit to Disney all because of Red Letter Media making fun of his prequels.
Oh.
That's right. Apparently, we have Red Letter Media and their celebrity guest host, Rich Evans, to blame for that.
Celebrity guest host?
Absolutely.
Evans.
Celebrity guest host, Rich Evans.
But that was George Lucas.
Oh, no, I'm saying that Red Letter Media and their celebrity guest host, Rich Evans, are to blame for George Lucas selling Star Wars to Disney.
Oh, well.
Celebrity guest host, Rich Evans?
Celebrity guest host, Rich Evans.
You might be right, Chris.
Shit. Well, there you have it.
Yep. It's a fact. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, everybody.
Everybody.
Even if you thought you didn't know it, you knew it.
It's all your fault, Mike. It's all your fault.
Always was.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Dick the birthday boy. But anyway, before we get into masks on masks and social faux pas, this episode brought to you by Mad Jeans. Finally, some fucking dick room.
Finally, some dick room.
Now my balls can breathe.
Wow.
Mad jeans, they fit me.
Mad jeans. Do they fit all of you?
I'll never tell. See, crewman, the moment I actually get a real sponsor, I won't have to do things like these. But even after then, expect more of this, just with actual branding.
Oh man, I just hope we don't form unrealistic expectations of these sponsors before we actually meet them.
Oh yeah, like don't ask me to sell Raid Shadow Legends, dude. That would never... Do you play this? Hell no, I don't, crewman, but that elf chick... Not wearing many clothes, huh? How about you click on that link? Maybe put it on your phone. Get some crystals, huh? Get yourself your own booby elf.
Just pay for real pornography. Jesus, it's less work.
Pay? Pay? Pay?
You pay.
There is only one jingle that answers your question. But anywho, I mean, yo man, have you ever gotten the feeling that folks that watch you believe that watching you is how they know you? Like them just being around and seeing you go about your day, conversing with people. It's like, oh my God, I love the way you talk to people. I love the way people are so, you're so approachable. They don't speak to you like you're you. They don't know anything about you. Like they could be around you for years and they could even claim to be a friend of yours. But really, in truth, they don't know anything about you. They just know the way you go about your interactions or your day to day.
You know, I think you just touched on what social media ruined, because once upon a time, you know, if somebody was just obsessed and infatuated with somebody, they never had to hear anything about it. Your ass is in Oregon somewhere, they will never hear about it. But now, it's like it's right in your face, whether it's digital or in person. They still have the digital image of you, the hologram you in their head as they're talking to you. Like they know you better than you know you.
Or so they think.
Like, no, you're you, and I heard that you just...
You
no.
know, that hits two nails on the head at once, really, because I'm sure we've all heard from our parents, I know you better than you know you.
Better than you know yourself.
No.
I doubt it.
And then by the time you hit a certain part of adulthood, you actually know your parents better than they say they knew you as a child. Mm-hmm. No, you know the version of me that lets me get in and out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Your friends at parties, you know me when I've had a couple and rolled a couple and had a couple more.
And then rolled a couple more.
Because balance.
Absolutely.
That's right.
All madness contained in an ever-flowing balance. The perfect swirl of a chaotic storm of creation. 2 blunts per every shot.
No shots at blunts.
Flaming Dr. Peppers. Only way to drown out a bad blood. 2015.
We're not going back.
Never. Never. But man, Chi, false expectations, men idolizing the you that they see. Hell, not even just men.
All of them.
Dude, I guess in a way,
It really is all of them.
it's objectification when you think about it.
All of y'all could be better. Just because we got the same parts don't mean you get to just touch me. You can keep your hands to yourself.
Uh-oh. Are we talking about the girls? that
We're
can-
talking about everybody. Keep your hands to yourself. You don't need to put your hand on the small part of my back to walk past me.
That's not...
Nice titties is not hello.
Oh.
Nice titty. What?
Wait, what? That...
And
what, Pepe Le Pew?
and
Cancel.
people with vaginas that like people with penises, you can't just touch it while y'all make prolonged, uncomfortable eye contact at a party.
This chick got fresh back from the military. Like, I guess she had been overseas or whatever. Shows up outside this club in Tallahassee. It just goes through one at a time. My mind's occupied elsewhere. And she just comes up, reaches in there, and just jiggle your junk around. It's like, see you inside. Fortunately, I was the first person in this line of people that was standing by this door because she proceeded to do so to the 2 or 3 other people that were after me that were in our crew or whatever. And then while she was on the inside, I was like, one gross, but thankfully I was first because I wouldn't want anybody else's ball sweat getting redistributed on my balls. See, people don't consider this kind of shit. Your ball sweat does not belong in my ball sweat.
She was considering it. That's the thing.
She probably smelled her hand when she got.
She was like, "Oh yeah, they're a nice combo." That's a nice combination of aromas right there. Yeah. See you inside, bye.
Superstar.
Are we so gross because of the stuff we watched in the 90s?
Yes.
We're just the
absolutely.
We're just the disembodied commentary.
I wasn't asking y'all. I was asking them.
Oh, them? I don't know, crewman. Are we that nasty because of us growing up in the 90s and whatnot? Let us know down below. What was a weird experience that formed your humor from the 90s?
Damn.
Actually, shit. What would you say is that one weird fucking show when you were growing up that made you go, you know what? That's socially acceptable. Only to find out later that no, the fucking
you can't do that.
Foot People. Was it Dan Schneider Properties? Was it anything from Nickelodeon? You remember when the logo was a foot? The logo used to be a foot.
Everything used to be feet. Remember, like on Double Dare, when a lot of like the obstacles were like
and big ass
feet, or the giant toe that she had to pick through its quote unquote toe jam.
Yeah, he had a lot of foot shit.
There was a lot of foot shit on Nickelodeon, dude. Yeah.
Damn.
Shout out to the Creep Club.
Anime fucked me up personally. Like, fucking jeez, dude. Anime had a whole generation of kids thinking it was okay to just grope on each other, and that's exactly when she was like, "No, you can't touch me because we got the same parts." Oh yeah, dude. Weeb women, get a fucking grip. Y'all are like 40 now.
That's exactly what I was talking about. My first con, I was looking out for the wrong people. Like, sure, there was a couple of normies up there taking upskirt videos on the escalator, but it was mostly women that just randomly were like, "Oh my god, are you titties?"
Yep, I've heard it. I've witnessed it.
Running up, glomping you and groping your chest and shit. It's like, dude, come on, man.
Like, y'all too touchy-feely. She doesn't look comfortable.
If any of the boys in the group did this, they would be immediately ostracized. But you, just because you figure y'all got the same equipment, that's like if we were to run up and grab each other's junk. Wouldn't work out very well.
Hey, man.
That's a fight.
Like, I do what I do with people who I know I can do that with. And you've seen me do it. I go, "Hey, watch this." And then they start to get mad, and then it's me. See what I mean by know your surroundings? I know I didn't say that before, but I'm saying it now. Know your surroundings. Know the people you're dealing with. Context is key.
Yeah, fuck that pro tip. You better call my name or some shit and let me know that you're walking up to me. Don't walk up behind me and like touch my hair or some shit.
Like I said, context is key.
Absolutely. No, I'm just throwing that. I was just throwing out a little, hey, yo, no.
Yeah, people are different. There's different rules of engagement with all of your friends. Know which ones you're dealing with before you do something like that.
Hell yeah. There's just no level of I know him to where running up behind me is a good idea, you know?
If it could result in a lawsuit, just don't do it. Just the opposite of Nike.
Yeah, if you have to wonder why, the safe bet is don't.
Just don't. Yeah. Just make it easy for yourself. You know? Especially at the office. Like if you have to think about it twice, don't do it. If you don't think about it at all, you're probably a pervert. Find some balance.
I mean, like a real life pervert, not a cartoon pervert. Yeah. BT dubs.
Real kind.
The pervert that gets to do it all the time and we view it as comedy, you mean?
Quagmire?
Giggity.
Giggity.
That's a whole pervert.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
That's Herbert.
You know what's really weird? We grew up watching Quagmire just completely objectify and, do all sorts of rapey shit. And then, yet, because it was comedy, that's what we kept getting hit with. It was a joke, dude. It was just a joke. So now trolling and pranking people is at an all-time high. And it has to be so extreme. And I think a lot of it is because of, shows like that. Maybe people's fetishes for shit are so extreme because... You ever think, the people that are into gigantism or vor are only in it because they watched too much Double Dare growing up? They watched one too many people happily dive into a mouth digging for prizes, So now they're like, yeah, I just want to be... I don't know. I just want a giant woman to pick me out of her toes and eat me.
The first step to developing a kink is making fun of that kink, in fact. Or trauma.
Whoa.
If you pick at it long enough.
So the toes thing is totally valid then.
I mean, it's usually either one or the two. That's
okay, wait, who's going around making fun of people getting eaten alive, bro?
Whoa, back up.
He got eaten.
Somebody has a people getting eaten fetish?
Yeah, that's what vor is.
And vampirism as a fetish is also vor.
Word. Yeah, I can see that.
That's how broad that spectrum is. Don't think you're not on it just because you don't.
Semi-redacted shout-outs to my blood play crowd. Fully redacted shout-outs. Yo, get some help, please. Rona did not help any of y'all. Look, none of y'all stopped doing anything. Gangbangs and orgies and shit went through the roof. STIs spiked last year. You guys, come on. I want to go outside. None of you stayed inside last year. A bunch of y'all caught Rona and didn't tell anybody. Shut up.
If he didn't wear a mask, he probably doesn't wear condoms either.
And this shit happened just like the AIDS epidemic. We were unprepared, we were misinformed, and due to fear-mongering and so forth, people didn't actually do what they needed to do to keep themselves safe in any way.
Oh, yeah. And on top of that, to add on to what Chris just said, think about it. People throwing a fit about wearing a mask are the same kind of people that probably try to talk a girl out of them wearing a condom. You're literally just that bad. Yeah, I mean, come on. No, I got good control. I got good pull-out game. No,
you scared, then they try to shame you for it.
Right.
Mask and condom shaming.
Pathetic, dude. When you take mask and put condom in place of it, you realize that just as many arguments, and they're the same arguments too. I just don't like it.
Oh, I got you 1-to-1 right here. I was doing my usual 2 mask because I was at an outside event and someone asked me, did I have it? Does that sound any familiar to anyone that's gone, wait, I don't have a condom. Oh, what you sick?
Nah, I'm just trying not to get that way.
Hello?
Okay, for real, guys? You can really draw a lot of comparisons with the mask thing and people who aren't willing to do other things that might not even necessarily be for their safety, but for the safety of others involved. If somebody ain't even willing to put a fucking condom on for one other person's safety, fuck, they're gonna wear a mask for everyone else in the city's safety, right?
Hey, sounds like a psychological correlation to me.
Just sitting there getting caught up in their sociopath, as it were.
What a line to walk. You look like you were about to say so. It's like you move your head like you get ready to say so, and then I'm on the edge of my seat, and then you just kind of rock back. I was like, no, I'll just cool. I'll just feeling this green real quick.
Listen. I already told them. You want more of me, you got to pay for it.
You gotta pay for that cheap.
Yeah, I'm base content. CJ is premium DLC.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want CJ's ship expansion, you gotta pay up, unfortunately. But don't worry, a join button will be popping up.
Mm-hmm.
Do it.
Join.
Until then, you gotta like, you gotta share, you gotta subscribe,
Oh yeah.
you gotta comment, get that engagement up. Hey,
Let's get engaged, y'all.
you know you want more of me.
Married to the game.
Hey, you in the back. I see you. Get them knees up. Get them knees up and click it.
All right.
There you go. Good job. Proud of you. Give you a forehead kiss later. Proud of you. Keep it up.
What message did the Pillsbury Doughboy send? You know, cause like it was always somebody different in every single commercial. So you know he ain't know each of these people intimately. It was always somebody new, and they just walk up, poke
But he
him in
was
the shit.
willing to give him loving like something from the oven.
He was a magical dope boy.
See, but it's not fair. Like I know he walks around without clothes on his doors, but
Nice
that doesn't
bun.
mean he was asking for the poke.
Do you think he pops out of
Yeah.
like individual cans or?
Like there's more than one of this dude, or he just like has a point in this.
You ever think that maybe he's more of a spirit?
Pillsbury Dough Spirit?
Yeah, the Pillsbury Dough Fairy, basically. Like he's really just like a spirit of making biscuits and other baked goods for your family that they'll enjoy. So it's not that he's one guy. He's the embodiment of the wholesomeness that is contained within a biscuit.
See,
Did you just call him Santa Claus?
No,
quite,
I'm
not
saying
quite.
that he is a Santa-like deity. Wherever there is Pillsbury, there is Doughboy.
Yeah. See, and you actually made me feel a lot better about that, because I was just about to ask, like why is this a dope boy and not a dope man? He's been around forever, but then if he's a spirit,
Right.
but what if there's like a sad underbelly that like it was some kid that died and he just wanted to make sure the kids everywhere could be happy with their baked treats.
Or what if he wasn't a sick child that died? What if it's quite literally a being born from the love that is generated from sharing a biscuit with your family?
Like Frosty the Snowman?
No, Frosty was born from magic contained in a stupid hat. I mean, this deity is...
He's always been around?
Yeah, this deity was literally around from the very moment we made dough, made bread, and then split it with somebody. He popped up and was like,
Oh, shit.
nothing says loving like something from the oven. Hey Moses, you don't need any yeast in that. We're gonna make matzah for you and all the Jews.
And he pokes her with the stick. He uses the staff, pokes her with the belly button. Whoa. Mazel tov.
Nothing says loving like mazel tov and freedom. Split that Red Sea, homeboy.
I like that version of the Bible better. They should put the Pillsbury Doughboy in more things.
Honestly, let's be real. My version of the Bible is generally a lot more entertaining.
The Pillsbury Bible. I'm like, we got like 15 different versions anyway.
No, just make him a patron saint. Like he's actually like one of the spirits in the telling of my version of the Bible.
That's right,
Right
Saint
alongside
Pillsbury.
Saint Nick actually being also Santa Claus and also technically being part of pirate kind.
And St. Ives,
The goddess of lotion? Yeah. The goddess of lubrication. She is the goddess of all lotion. Cocoa butter. Olive oil base. All of it. Vaseline. She's got you.
It's a St. Ives malt liquor too, so there's like a lotion. Like, hold on.
No. That's not the saint of liquor. Jeez. Silly. That's Admiral Nielsen.
Yeah. Who's an admiral?
Admiral Nielsen. Because 94 proof, $20 rum is a godsend.
And a curse.
Such a beautiful curse.
Much like most pirates, I suppose.
Aw. Well, you said most.
94% proof.
Am I 94% at least? Am I 94% beautiful?
That's a good level of beauty. You know that 100% shit. That's a lot of responsibility.
Nah, I'm like a smooth 6%, but that's the cool part. I make up for it in bombasticness and vocal range.
It's the bombastic. Shaggy.
Hear him come to plunder all your loot. Dun, dun, dun.
Speaking of illusions being broken, that episode of 106 in part when people figured out that Shaggy didn't have a real accent, well, he just thought it was all right. He's like, he's telling a story like it was just all good. Like, yeah, I was in the military and I just used to use this voice when I was calling drills and whatnot. And then everybody thought it was hilarious. And then somebody suggested I make a song in that voice. And then the rest is history. And then the motherfucker that was interviewing him, he's like, this motherfucker ain't even Jamaican.
And that's what brought us Igloo Australia. Iggy Azalea.
Hot diggity damn. Yeah. Illusion.
That bitch is Australian and she fakes a southern accent when she raps.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
She's Aussie as they come. She hops with kangaroos, y'all.
What
I
was
bet
that?
you didn't think she didgeridoo that shit, now did you?
Ah! Y'all suck.
I got a boy that actually makes like custom didgeridoos out of California.
I'd really like one, because I love didgeridoos, actually.
Yeah, Will's great. In fact, interesting tidbit since we was on the subject of Nickelodeon. So Will, check this. No, boy, I shit you not. Will Thorne and his father were the actual inspiration for the wild thornberries. Because he used to travel with the world with his dad as a kid, and they go on, like all these expeditions, all kind of shit like this or whatever. And then they flipped it around, so there's a lot of whatever else.
I mean, that's literally in the title. Will Thorne, Wild Thornberries.
I was like, what? I was like, oh, the mind blown.
Well, that's way more believable than that stupid Rugrats Purgatory thing.
Oh. What? How old was Angelica? 3?
4.
What 4-year-old can perceive what an abortion is?
Yeah, Phil and Lil were apparently aborted twins. Tommy was a miscarriage.
It was one abortion, but she didn't know what the sex of the baby was, so in her mind, it was just twins.
Oh, there you go.
What 4-year-old mind is coming up with that? Like, I get baby genius, baby Einstein, but what? Really? No.
Creepypastas really kind of took flight back then.
Creepypasta is how we got QAnon. There you go. There's the answer to your question.
No.
People believe that too.
4chan, okay? And believe it or not, 4chan is...
Mixture.
4chan is the birthplace... Well, 4chan is what birthed creepypastas. 4chan is the birthplace of just about every radicalization of any movement ever, including the super straight movement. The Nazis on 4chan are trying to take it over and turn it into a horribly harmful wave by trying to use warped rhetoric to make it seem like that if you don't validate people that say they're super straight, then you are just as harmful as people who don't validate the existence of trans people.
What?
Chris.
Yeah.
Chris, you married father,
I did that stuff.
You do them things.
with a woman.
I did.
So, like, would you describe yourself as super straight?
I've never heard the term. In theory, I could figure out what super straight means, but what the fuck
There we go.
is super straight?
Super straight, meaning that
How you be more straight than straight?
you are super straight, meaning that you refuse to have sex with non-cis women. As in trans women, nope, you won't have sex with a trans woman. You only have sex with, like, regular cis women. Well, not to use the term regular, but you get what I mean. Or vice versa for a super straight woman. She will only sleep with a cisgendered man who was born with a penis and whatnot, not with a transgendered man.
So, do gay guys have sex with anybody except for gay guys?
Nope.
So why would a straight male have sex with anything other than a straight woman?
Because if a trans woman's attracted to a a cis man, but
But
she's still a trans woman, right? So that guy, if he's attracted to that woman, just because the woman is trans and she's a passable trans woman and he's attracted to her femininity, right? That does not make him anything other than straight, because I doubt he's, in it for her genitalia. He's probably attracted to her as a woman, right?
So shouldn't you have? All right. So should there be a classification? Because what if you're specifically into trans women?
Well, that's a fetish.
I mean, if that's what you're attracted to, I mean.
Well, that's a fetish, though.
I mean,
But I mean, what if you've always been attracted to trans women?
Actually, would you say that attraction?
do you mean like exclusively attracted to trans women?
You don't know why you compare. Why is a straight dude compared to women besides other implications? But I mean, like, what if?
So, like, in kind of like the broad sense, like, well, I've just always dated trans women. That.
No, I mean, like, all right. We grew up in the 90s.
Nothing does it for him other than
that. So we grew up in the 90s.
That
and Bugs
like,
Bunny and drag has always made him go.
So you had this,
No.
right?
So
And
that sounds
we
like
had
somebody.
plenty of cartoons where they would insert a character. They wouldn't blatantly say that they're either gay or trans, but they would have a character, like, for instance, like the effeminate alligator that's on All Dogs Go to Heaven or whatever.
So
it's like, as a kid,
queer coded.
yeah, like you don't think anything of it. Like, you're a kid. It's like there's a character.
Yeah, as Chi said, that's called queer coding.
Right. So as a kid, if you say, oh, so you see something like, now that it's this, like, you could actually be able to see this, because once upon a time maybe you didn't even know about certain things until you got older anyway. Like, okay, well, I'm into that. But now you're in a place where at an early age you can be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's what's up. Like this is the route I'm gonna go. From there, like, what as a kid, what context, what anything do you have to influence that? You see what I'm saying?
I mean, the alligator from All Dogs Go to Heaven was based on a drag queen, much like Ursula was based on Divine,
drag queen.
who was a drag
Right.
queen. So we can't say that would lead to somebody being attracted to a trans woman because.
No, I didn't say it makes you. I'm saying if you, as a kid, right then when you see that, you say, "Oh, okay, that's what I'm into." I ain't saying it makes you.
that.
Right,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
mentally.
right. Oh, so you're not. Yeah. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
no, better than that. God damn it. No, I'm not. Nothing makes you anything. I'm saying if you right then because you're exposed to it, and you say, "Oh, that's exactly that. That's me," or whatever. Like,
Hey, look,
I get it.
I
like
know.
that.
I know.
Yeah,
But I'm
you know
trying
what I
to
mean?
make sure they know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They know.
If they've been listening this long, they know.
Yeah, if you don't know by now.
Shout outs to those of you that were there when it was just me sitting alone on Marooned. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about.
Leave a book emoji.
And for those that don't have emoji capabilities, a like will do.
Yeah. Or subscribe. Those things.
Well, the thing is, actually, most of the people that listen to us are already subscribed, which is a really nice sentiment. It actually makes me feel really good knowing that we have that consistent viewership, you know?
Everybody bring two friends. That's what you do. So if you've already subscribed, bring the 2 more friend challenge. Invite 2 other friends. They enjoy it along with you, so you'll have something to talk about around the water cooler.
But, all right, Chris, I can actually elaborate on what you were saying in relation to me as a kid.
Okay.
All right, so I found out I was into unnaturally colored hair. Don't know why, just a thing I really like.
Oh, well, I can answer that one. You're from Florida. Yeah.
Man.
I don't know what it is,
True.
but it's
Something about blue and
305.
purple hair, bro. I don't know.
I don't know why.
I don't know what it is. Dark blue hair on a woman. I'm like, oh no.
There it
Oh
is.
dear. Here she comes.
I don't. Hey,
The dark tide
this
approaches.
is a real life mystery. I do not understand why.
Yeah,
This
just
is how it's
really,
always been.
really Florida boy to Florida boy.
Shit.
Something about everyone, and everyone's got shades. Like I don't like greens and shit, but dark blues, purples, I'm okay with those, right? Maybe even a deep red, like a deep,
Like, what is it, deep, like-
maroonish red.
Yeah.
Plug.
Shit.
Yeah, right.
Maybe on to something.
Now I'm like, now granted, now let's look at some things that we have in common that might relate to why we might be into that, right? Well, let's look at a lot of the shows we watched growing up. A lot of characters had off-colored hair, right? Had like really unique colored hair, especially in Animu.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, anime is nothing but hyper stylized, accentuated silhouettes on not just the women, but the men too.
Mm-hmm.
I will never be Sephiroth grades of shredded and perfection. All right, not gonna happen. I will come damn close and try. But something tells me I ain't gonna be able to pull off the 12-foot sword bit. I'm not a compensator. You know what I mean?
There you go. Influence versus.
Yeah. So it's like
Inspiration.
characters I liked and characters that had aesthetics that I liked. Maybe them having that off-colored hair is what made me kind of find it as an attractive trait. Who knows? So I get that. Just as you form, just those little things that you go, cool. So why wouldn't you want to see that in a partner or in someone you're attracted to?
But that's the crazy thing then. So, but were you predisposed to think that thing was cool in the first place?
No, it's just you see
didn't
it.
Just have women running around your house. You had cartoons.
Yeah.
And so it's like you just identified with it at that moment. But what if you had ran into the women with the color hair first, and then
No, it's like,
would it have been the same?
but who's to say that you even had an interaction with that woman that she?
CC, standard of beauty.
By the way, I can't see you up there in, at your, when you're up there in your command booth. So, wave or something, huh?
So yeah, like I was saying, I think you just hit another nail on the head with standard of beauty. Why do we think what is, accepted as pretty or beautiful or the norm without being constantly shown what is supposed to be those things?
What is hip?
Oh, look at that. Oh,
Come
look at
tell
that.
me, because I need to know what is hip. What is hip today might not be hip tomorrow.
Fickle.
You fickle asses. Y'all running out of platforms anyway. Google and Facebook are buying everything.
They've just merged into one big.
But I thought our government was supposed to protect us from conglomerates.
Protect us.
The Privacy Act dismantled that. Anyway.
Sad.
I was messing
Do
with
they
the privacy.
do they not know we can read those?
Right.
Well, for the longest time, the generations that were in charge were very complacent. And unlike our generation, who looks into everything, they were very okay with just bitching about it. We are proving otherwise. The blood is beginning to boil once again in the betrayed native forged children of America, i.e., what you know as African Americans, i.e., what we refer to ourselves as black.
This just in, those millennials have struck and killed another industry.
What now, Chi?
Iams dog food.
Iams?
Yep, those darn millennials out here treating their dogs like they're children or some shit and not wanting to feed them dog food with terrible ingredients.
Pause. You mean to tell me sawdust is not good ingredients for dogs? I thought it gave them fiber.
Screamed every millennial parent in the background.
More like fibroids.
My fur baby only eats the best ingredients.
And the thing is though, it may not actually be your child that you birthed, but it's a living thing. It likes to eat good food too. Not
But-
the same kind of food you eat. Don't feed your dog people food.
But he looked just like
Yeah,
me.
maybe cause some trouble.
But he
You ain't
looks
supposed
just.
to eat that shit.
But gee, he looks
I
just. like me.
understand that you love him,
I do.
but it doesn't even have to be down to that you would lay down your life for this dog. It's alive. It's okay to want it, feed it.
I'm pretty sure there are laws for neglecting it.
I'm sorry, I just got caught staring into his eyes, man. I just-
And that's why you guys should like, comment, share, subscribe, all of it to get this Dexter cam.
Jesus,
Look at this dog.
You
can.
dude, he's so cute.
That's what you need in your life.
For real. For real.
He just needs like a little mini drone that just follows him around. That looks so tight. His dog just has like this drone. And then if he could control it,
He would learn how to control it. Look,
oh man.
first of all, there are plans in the works for Dexy to get his own mobile suit, for Christ's sakes. My boy is a genius, and I'm sure as long as his only task is to follow me, he can figure anything out.
And despite all of that, Imes thinks it's just your responsibility to treat him like just a dog and feed him bullshit, and not their responsibility to have a higher quality product.
You know they bought Blue Buffalo?
Word.
Yeah, Blue Buffalo is crap food now. Don't buy that shit.
Because we weren't saved from monopolies like we were supposed to have been.
Bruh, Imes makes all their food in the same factory that they produce Mars chocolate. Yeah, so ruminate on that.
It either makes your candy disgusting or your dog food delicious.
Truth is worse than conspiracy.
Oh man. And we just ran out of space, honestly. Well, it's okay. Just wipe it down and start producing the dog stuff.
And you know, with all these factories they closed, you wonder why. I mean, you could just reopen one of them, right? And like not make the dog food in the same factory as the cat. What?
Common sense gets so much less common once you get higher up in the ranks. Like
No, it costs us less to make it contaminated and then have to put out lawsuit money.
did you look at the statistics or whatever? No, I was looking at the fucking factory. This does not make sense.
You know, as soon as lives mean more than dollars, things will start to get done. But I believe that that's just another shot heard around the world that the Madvocates must be responsible for.
Can we teach people that? Are you sure we could teach people that?
I know we can teach people that.
I guess we have to hope we could teach people that, because otherwise, what the fuck?
Look, man, I believe that there's a light in humanity left, okay? I truly do.
Well, you remember what happened that time we tried to tell them that Black Lives Matter too? They lost their shit.
They wanted us to
put the 2 on there.
Why couldn't you put the 2 on there? Oh, why do you have to make us feel so bad about it? If we didn't feel so bad about it, then we would have backed it up.
Hold up now. I matter too.
Hey, yeah, who said you didn't?
Indeed you do. You know, more of us get killed by police than you.
Maybe that means police need reform.
But it definitely means there's just more of you than us.
But that should have been a slap. Like, if this was in fact happening, why the fuck didn't you do something about it before they started doing it to motherfuckers that was actually gonna stand up and say something?
Because they're okay with the idea of the mighty sheriff with his iron-sighted revolver of justice shooting down the bad guys and not having to explain himself.
This ain't a Western.
It sounded very Western. I was picturing it.
Yeah, but that's how most,
The
American
Wild West-
LARPers believe. That's what they believe sheriffing is about.
The Wild West was tamed and mostly through prostitution. If y'all don't fucking quit.
Yet they don't.
That's where the West was won.
But that's what they want back. I mean, let's be honest. Maybe life was a little better when you had to fight to survive. Like,
But-
when being stupid might mean you would get eaten, maybe
The world was fair.
the world was a bit more fair, you know?
But most of the ones asking for that wouldn't survive that world.
I know.
Yeah.
And
They're the one that created this LARP that.
I might be okay with LARPing that scenario.
Are we just going to cut
Survival
Texas
citizen.
loose? Is that...
We're just going to keep calling it LARPing. How about that?
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, would Texas like to LARP being their own racist-ass seceded nation? I would love to participate in that LARP.
With no resources.
With with Captain President for Life, Eternal, Donald J. Trump Jr. Esquire,
Back to Nickelodeon.
Exterminatus.
Back to Nickelodeon. What was that show where the kids ran a western town?
Hey, dude.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a western town. It was a ranch.
Yeah,
That
okay.
they lived on.
Yeah, let's just let them have that.
I mean, that's what Texas would become.
Texas would be
It would be nothing but big pickups and like horses everywhere and animals having way more rights than any human being.
The ranch.
Oh, dude, yeah. It would just be a giant mega ranch. And it would be very racist and very paranoid and full of conspiracy theories and very corrupt. And they would only make money via exporting.
Export what? What do they have?
The oil in Texas.
Oh.
Because remember, that's all that they know how to do is utilize fossil fuels and utilize resources that are very, very finite. So
As evidence,
they're going
whether-
to drain Texas fucking dry for oil in just a few years because that's all they're going to be able to do, and they're all going to be driving big ass trucks and shit all over the place and smogging up the air. And then when they run out of resources, they're going to come begging the rest of the United States for help. And then we're all going to say nah because we replaced them with Puerto Rico.
Oh God, there'll be water world, but on land.
Yeah.
Like it is now.
Yeah, no, we're gonna replace them with Puerto Rico because Puerto Rico needs some fucking help. We're gonna replace them with Puerto Rico, make Puerto Rico the 50th state, and when they come back asking us for help, we're just gonna look at them and go, well, no, but we'll make you a territory. And then we give them the Puerto Rico treatment. We do nothing to fucking help them.
That sounds just.
There you go. There's divine, righteous, captainy justice. Okay, they want to LARP it so bad. Fine, I can LARP too.
LARP yo Texas.
You want to do it so bad? I can play games too. Play stupid games, get dumbass prizes, right?
That was some G shit. That was in Orlando coming out there, but that sounds like some cold shit like a nigga say you got to shoot your ass down them. Shit, you play dumbass.
Say it again for him. Get real up in there.
That shit cold.
Do it for Chris. One good time in the mic. Give it to him. Real smooth.
Go ahead, hit him one more time.
Play stupid games, get dumbass prizes.
Can
You just imagine? No, because I'm gonna take it from you. I took it from you. Fuck you. Can you
Like
just
she can see it come out
imagine
my mouth and she got it.
somebody owe him money? Not just his money, his girl money. And he's about to pistol whip him. No, he's not, because that's illegal.
Wait. Pause. CJ, I want you to hold on to that. Chris, I want you to go downstairs. I want you to go wave at the white pickup truck and tell that person to come inside. And then I want you to tell what you're about to tell.
Oh, boy, pick up. All right, I'll be back.
All right, so imagine, and it's not even a large amount of money. It's just probably just enough to fix the truck.
Right.
It's like, listen here, guy. You done had this truck for about a week. My girl can't get to work. I'm having to take time out of my day to get her where she needs to go. Mm-hmm. You costed me even more money than I done already paid you for this work you ain't do. And then just both kneecaps gone.
I'm just gonna kneecap. See, when you play.
And that's the image that she gets in. That's the image you get in your head when somebody allegedly in World of Warcraft owes one of my guild mates money. And I just walk and go, hey, since you decided to play stupid games, you better win a dumbass prize. So you've had this truck for like a whole week, right? Like, let's talk. Come here. Like, me and you, real quick. Let's have a conversation. So you had this truck for a smooth week, all right? Now, I don't know what about replacing the starter and the fucking battery might take more than a couple hours, but you got me fee-fi-fo fucked up. Matter of fact, I'm about to pull out my phone, whip out Google Maps, and I'm going to show you GPS coordinates at where you got me fucked up. If you don't fix this shit, and I mean too sweet and for free, I swear to God, bro, there will not be a job that you ever do out of here that will ever rate you more than a 1.5 stars. Because any bit of work you do, I will check after you and I will clown on you. Your quality control won't mean shit from this day forward. Get that truck done. Get it the fuck out of here, please.
Yeah, see, you need to write this guy for Denzel Washington. Like, I can see him in the movie, like, he's riding and then he's riding, he's on his way there to, to handle the business. He's like, nah, they got me fee-fi-fo fucked up.
Controversial take.
And then walks in, and then you fast forward, and then he's like, he's standing over him. When you play stupid games, you win dumb-ass prizes.
Controversial take. Denzel has only ever played himself and Malcolm X. Prove me wrong.
Considering my dad is like an evil version of Denzel Washington, I fucking
He's
hope
Bizarro
not.
Denzel.
He really is, right down to the goatee. My dad is Bizarro
shit.
Denzel. Like, he looks like Denzel Washington with a goatee. My dad is actual Bizarro Denzel.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
He would go after me with gardening equipment.
Oh, shit. Got me fucked up.
See, I mean, I hate to say it, but I think I got my gift for on the fly insults and shit from him.
Right.
Because, like, you know, with all them Clint Eastwood movies and shit that he used to watch, right? How could you not have one of those, like, fuck you, punk kind of fucking attitudes about life when people get in your face? You know, because it's like, all right, asshole, I get it. You're fucking 400 pounds, you're 6'8", and you think that somehow means you fucking rule the world. Well, guess what? If you get kneecapped, you'll be shorter than me. So think about that shit next time before you get in my fucking way, fat boy. And then go about my goddamn life. You know? And I don't know why, but it works. It's effective. But then when people buck and then I have to prove that I wasn't exaggerating, that's when it becomes a problem. Yeah. Once again, when I'm PvP flagged in World of Warcraft.
This is all World of Warcraft.
Absolutely. This is all simulation-wise. I'm not talking like real life. That would be ridiculous. What? Ridiculous. How could I ever? Let me whip up the sarcasm sign. I would never. I would never have the audacity to kneecap a man in front of his own wife over self-checkout at a Walmart
in the middle of January
because he called me short in 2019.
This all seems oddly specific. Wait a minute.
Off of Avenue.
Big Bird, is that you?
Wow, snappy.
I thought you ran away to New Orleans. What's going on here?
Yeah, no, that guy was hilarious. Now, there was this dude we knew. He was this high yellow felon that I used to call Big Bird. Yeah. Yeah. Real light, so light skinned he was yellow. Yeah. High yellow felon that I called Big Bird. He walked into a Walmart holding his baby with his baby mama, wearing some and one basketball shorts, and he had his 9 in his basketball shorts. Now, I don't know what made him think the elastic of his basketball shorts would hold up a pistol while he was holding a baby in his arms.
Just unsecured.
But not only did it fall out of his shorts, it fell out of his shorts as soon as he walked into the Walmart past the greeter. Needless to say, my boy got scooped up in the Walmart because, of course, he had warrants.
Well, Cap, I mean, when you play stupid games,
win dumbass prizes.
And that's the moral of today, kids. You play stupid games. You win dumbass prizes.
Damn, this a dumb prize.
I'm just saying, look, if there's anything, you know, for a man that is very well traveled and you've learned a lot of things about the world, dude, why is it that you always seem to learn things from my weird little one-liners and quips?
Because it just sums up, like, I see like a whole section of my life just summed up in one t-shirt worth of a phrase. Like, yeah, I went through that exact thing over this period of time between 2005 and 2000.
Dude, V54 fuck needs to be a shirt. I said this to CJ the other day, but I think maybe play, you know, stupid games.
It's a giant fuck. Yeah, it's visual.
Yeah, V50 and then fuck at the bottom, but it would just be F and then like, you know, in the middle and then the K. Yeah, or like actually the show's Jolly Roger in the middle. F the Jolly Roger, because that would be the U and the C.
That's it.
Yeah, there you go. Bam.
Boop daddy.
Message.
Thought you knew.
Keep an eye out for the merch store. Get to work. You want to make money? Make shirts.
The Book of Capisms.
Aw, dude, you think I could make a calendar? Yeah. Ooh.
A capism a day calendar.
The no cap calendar. Because I ain't no liar. Anyway, crewman, I gotta formulate this plan a little more. So in the meantime, take care of yourselves. TTFN, ta-ta for now. Captain fucking loves you. Gee, what the hell you got to say to these assholes?
Drink that water. Take the meds. Be good to each other and be good to yourselves.
Make sure to mind your business. Don't fuck no kids.
That's it.
Wash your hands, keep him to yourself. Don't touch your face. Wear a mask. Wear 2 of them if you got them.
And stay away from maskless retards. Well, not I'm not going to say retards. Let me dial that back. Retards offensive. I grew up in the 90s, can you tell? And stay away from massless right-wingers. You can usually tell because their necks are red.
On that note, peace.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.